Welcome and thank you for joining us. We're truly thrilled to have you here. Today we begin a powerful journey into one of the Bible's most mysterious and debated subjects. Who were the Nephilim? Were they giants, fallen angels' offspring, or something far more complex? This is part 1 of our eye-opening Nephilim series, and each part will uncover deeper layers of truth you won't want to miss. So sit tight, open your heart and mind, and prepare to explore the unknown. Make sure to follow each part of this series. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to this channel for more inspiring, soul-stirring content ahead. Kingdom Inspirations presents to you. Who were the Nephilim? Bible's Mysterious Giants Explained, Part 1 of 7. In this video we will explore one of the most chilling and fascinating mysteries in the entire Bible, the identity of the Nephilim. Were they giants? Offspring of fallen angels? Or symbolic figures of deep spiritual meaning? Join us as we uncover ancient truths hidden in plain sight. You'll discover 1. The true origin of the Nephilim from Genesis 6. 2. Who the sons of God and daughters of men really were. 3. The meaning behind the name Nephilim. 4. Whether the Nephilim were physical beings or spiritual symbols. 5. Their mysterious nature and possible supernatural traits. 6. How their legacy shaped biblical history. 7. And why their story still matters today. Get ready, what you're about to learn will challenge everything you thought you knew. Beneath the surface of Genesis lies a mystery that has baffled scholars, believers, and seekers for centuries. Who were the Nephilim and why did their existence provoke divine judgment? Were they monstrous hybrids born of forbidden unions? Symbols of corruption? Or living proof of a supernatural rebellion? This story is driven by deep questions of origin, identity, and divine justice, raising challenges that force us to confront the blurred lines between heaven and earth, good and evil, seen and unseen. In the shadowed dawn of ancient days, mysterious beings walked the earth, born of heaven's touch and human desire. Their name echoes through time like thunder, Nephilim. Were they giants or fallen echoes of divine rebellion? Their origins veiled in sacred text. Their nature part myth, part terror. Their legacy, a haunting thread woven into floods, fears, and forgotten lands. From whispered truths to shattered lineages, their story unfolds like a hidden scroll, inviting us to read between the lines of wonder and warning. Long before the floodwaters rose and judgment fell, there was a time when heaven touched earth, and something unnatural was born. From forbidden unions came the Nephilim, towering giants, fierce and strange, who defied the order of creation. Were they divine rebels or cursed children of chaos? Their presence was so great, so dark, that God himself intervened. This is more than myth, it's a divine mystery that shakes the foundations of belief. The story of the Nephilim isn't just history, it's a warning echoing through eternity, daring us to look deeper into what was, and what may come again. Now let's journey back, beyond the veil of time, into a world where angels walked among men and shadows gave birth to giants. This isn't just a story, it's a forgotten chapter of divine history, sealed in mystery and awe. Together we'll uncover ancient truths, unravel sacred riddles, and confront the chilling reality of the Nephilim. So sit tight, open your spirit, and brace yourself, because we're about to dive deep into a story that shakes the soul. Long before the flood erased a corrupted world, there existed a moment in history that shook the very fabric of creation. In Genesis 6 verses 1 to 4, we're told that as humanity multiplied upon the earth, something divine crossed the boundary of the natural. The sons of God, mysterious beings often believed to be fallen angels, looked upon the daughters of men and took them as wives. From this forbidden union came the Nephilim, beings of immense size, strength, and strange power. But who were these Nephilim? The word itself stirs controversy. Nephilim, from the Hebrew root npl, meaning to fall, has been translated as fallen ones, giants, even tyrants. Were they fallen angels themselves? Or the cursed offspring of angelic rebellion? This union was not just unnatural, it was an act of cosmic defiance. It blurred the sacred line between the heavenly and the earthly, creating a race so fearsome, so influential, that their very presence invited divine judgment. The birth of the Nephilim was no accident. It was the beginning of a deeper corruption, a ripple in the waters of creation. And from that ripple would rise a flood, not just of water but of judgment, fear, and forgotten truths. Who were the Nephilim, truly? Were they towering giants who walked the earth with thunder in their steps? Hybrids, part angel, part man, born of a rebellion that shook the heavens? Or were they living symbols of a world spiraling into darkness, corrupted by pride and power? Ancient Hebrew tradition often viewed them as literal giants, monstrous beings of great size and terrifying strength, feared across the lands. But modern scholars debate, were they real or symbolic representations of mankind's descent into wickedness and violence? The Bible doesn't describe them lightly. They were mighty men of old, men of renown. These were not mere legends. Their presence shaped early societies, ruling with tyranny, power, and fear. Some accounts say they possessed unnatural strength, wisdom, and a hunger for dominance that corrupted civilizations. But the question that pierces deeper, were they tied to fallen angels? If so, they weren't just physical anomalies, they were spiritual threats. Corrupted bloodlines meant to pollute God's creation, born not of love but rebellion. Their identity remains shrouded in mystery, but their legacy still echoes. Giants or not, they were a warning, a sign of how far humanity can fall when the divine order is broken. The flood came like a divine reset, washing away a world drowned in wickedness. But the mystery lingers. Did the Nephilim perish in the waters, or did their legacy survive? Genesis 6 hints they were on the earth, in those days, and also after that. These haunting words open a doorway into deeper questions and darker truths. Scripture later speaks of giants, the Anakim, Rephaim, and even Goliath, the Philistine champion who defied Israel's God. Could these be descendants, echoes of the Nephilim bloodline? Some believe these beings were more than myth. They were remnants of a corrupted lineage that continued to resist God's plan. Theologically, the Nephilim represent more than physical might. They symbolize unchecked rebellion, spiritual defilement, and the dangerous merging of realms never meant to unite. Their presence challenges our understanding of divine justice, human free will, and cosmic boundaries. Yet despite centuries of study, the Nephilim remain one of the Bible's most enduring mysteries. Were they real? Were they metaphors? Or were they both? One thing is certain, their story didn't end in Genesis. Their shadow stretches across history, scripture, and the human imagination, whispering that some truths are too wild, too ancient, and too sacred to be fully buried. Thank you for journeying with us through the ancient mystery of the Nephilim. We've only scratched the surface, and in part 2, we'll dive even deeper into the shadows of their story. So stay tuned, this is only the beginning. I believe this has stirred your curiosity or sparked new questions. So share your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel for more captivating revelations. We're thrilled to have you with us, and we can't wait to explore the next chapter together. Until then, stay curious and stay watching.